So, tonight's session of Mindset Mondays is on connecting to happiness. I think happiness tends to have a different meaning to different people and at different times in our life. At 10 years old, happiness for me was when mum would give me money to go buy lollies. That was just euphoric. At 16, it was feeling like I had good friends. I'd made some good connections. I was in a band, so happiness was learning a song and playing it well. But now that I'm older, it means having really good relationships. It means being healthy. It means liking myself, looking in the mirror and liking the person I see. It means experiencing new things, being able to provide for my loved ones, being able to buy things that I think are of high value to me. You have a definition, and it's an individual definition of what being happy means to you. And generally speaking, life is the happiest for you when your highest values are being met. For me, it's personal development, health, and intimate relationships. Whenever I'm looking after those, that's when I'm feeling really good. When I'm going playing golf with my friends, when I'm reading books that inspire me, motivate me, teach me things that I can teach to my clients, that's when I'm the happiest. I think the problem most people have is that they get to a point where they don't really know what's truly going to make them happy in the long run. And because of that, they end up choosing short-term happiness over long-term happiness. Instead of studying their craft and getting really good at what they do for work so that they can do it really well, they can get promotions, they can get more opportunities. Instead of doing that, they watch TV shows at night. They maybe want to eat healthy meals, they want to go to the gym, but instead of doing that, they end up binge eating, smoking, drinking, whatever it is. And I think a lot of the times, instead of calling our friends and creating meaningful relationships, which is one of the most important things for being happy, we turn to scrolling and watching other people's lives unfold through a screen. I think that's the biggest problem we have when we're not connecting to happiness. As a mindset coach, I hear a lot of people's desires. They tell me a lot of things, and essentially it's always something that they think is going to make them happy in the long run. One of the things that I have learned that is very, very true is success doesn't lead to happiness. If it did, every millionaire would be super happy. Everyone who's ever been in a relationship with an ideal partner would just feel euphoric all the time. I truly believe that happiness is its own thing, and happiness when you're in a good state leads to the success that you want, not the other way around. Most people think that when they're the weight that they want to be, they'll feel really good about themselves. When they're earning the money, they always have this, I'll be happy when X, Y, Z happens. And I have to sit there and say, you can be happy right now. It's an emotional state. You can connect to it. I remember with my coach, she sat me down and she's like, you're not in a good place. You're not enjoying your life at all. I'm like, well, how can I help this, and this? And she's like, well, tell me about a time when you felt joy. And I couldn't even think of one. And she said, let's go deeper, take some few deep breaths, relax. And I thought, I'm like, you know what? When I was in Spain a few months ago, I was standing on top of this mountain looking out over this beautiful view, and I actually was really enjoying myself. I felt a fair bit of joy then. And then she said, go right back into the experience, go back right into it, see everything how you saw it then, feel that feeling. And I tapped into it and I kept telling her everything about it. She's like, now tell me when you felt joy before that. And I was able to say something else when I won this tournament, when I was playing tennis. And then she kept going, going, going. And then she said, now tell me when you felt joy yesterday. And bam, it was there. It was when I had a call with my mom. Now, did I experience that level of joy at that time? No, I felt more joy reflecting on the fact that I was able to talk to my mom rather than in the moment. Happiness is something that we can connect to if we have the right system and process, if we have the right habits to allow ourselves to do it. Your ability to feel happy is the exact same right now as it is when you lose the 10 kilos. Your ability to feel happy right now is the exact same as when you're earning the money that you want. It's just that we have a contingency. Well, I'm not allowed to until then. That's our ego getting in the way. So I've actually, from a book that I read, I've got 5 happy generating habits that you can do if you would like to. If you want to write them down, you can research them and implement them into your life if you want. But number one is gratitude. This is every day just writing down three or more things that you're grateful for. It doesn't have to be anything huge. It could be something that was on my gratitude today was I'm grateful that somewhere in the world there's a couple saying I love you to each other for the first time in their whole lives. I'm grateful that there's people all over the world falling in love right now. That made me feel really good. I'm grateful that I've got clean water to drink. I've got a safe place to stay. The more you tap into gratitude, that is a happy frequency. The second thing you can do is journal for 2 minutes about a positive experiences that you've had that day. You know, you had something good happen today, even on the worst day of your life. There was something that you could have tapped into as it's being a happy moment. And just journal about it. Go into every little detail, how it felt in that moment. To get that text message from a loved one as a nice surprise, whatever it is for you. Each day, noticing what made you happy that day and tapping into it, experiencing it again. It actually doubles the experience because you experience it then and you get to experience it again. The third thing is meditation. And that's nothing fancy. It's just sitting there, giving your mind a break from it just running like crazy. Just sitting there for 3 to 10 minutes, breathing, concentrating on your breath. The fourth one is do one random act of kindness every day. I write this down as leaving someone with the impression of increase. So it could be send a message to a loved one. It could be compliment someone at work. It could be pay it forward and pay for the next person's coffee at a cafe. It's something where you think beyond yourself about someone else's feelings and how they're going to feel. Could be cleaning up the kitchen sink for your housemate or for your partner. One random act of kindness, but make it deliberate and on purpose. And then the last one, number 15, is exercise for 15 minutes a day. Moving your body releases so many different chemicals that are happy chemicals into your body that make you feel good. And if you want a bonus one, this is probably one of my favorite ones. It's number 6, read or watch something that betters your life every day. It could be an inspiring story. It could be something to do with learning, growth, to do with your career. If you do all those 6 every day, you would be so happy. Not instantaneously, but if you made it a habit, it would become a way of being. Now, if you want those 6, send me a message on Meetup and I'll send you a bit more of a detailed explanation of each of them. But those are the 6 happiness generating habits. They work for everyone 99% of the time. Don't quote me on that. I've just made that up. But I've got to be honest. Now we're going to jump into our journaling prompts. So if you've got a pen and paper right now or open a new page on your device, whichever works best for you, we're going to do some journaling to really feel into this. You can write as a topic, Mindset Mondays connecting to happiness, and the date is the 11th of the 8th, 2025. Awesome. I've got to stop saying awesome. I'm saying it way too many times. I apologize for that. Excellent. Number 1, and this is an interesting question. What does the emotional state of being happy mean to you? And you can answer this by starting off a sentence for number 1. To me, being happy means. To me, being happy means. Could mean being healthy. Could mean smiling, laughing. Think about the emotional state. Not so much what makes you happy, but just think, what does being happy mean to you? There's no right or wrong answer. If it's hard to answer, that's good. If it's challenging, that's good. All right, amazing. Whatever you've written down, it's perfect. Now, number 2. And I like this question because it's really simple. but what makes you happy? And you can answer this by writing, the things that make me happy are. The things that make me happy are. And if you want, you can just dot point your answers, or you can just free journal them, whichever feels right for you. If you need to, just take a deep breath at any time. If you really struggle, write down a few things that made you happy as a kid. Also, just noticing how you're feeling as you're writing this. Maybe it's making you feel sad that you're not doing those things, or it's been a while. Maybe it's making you feel excited. Whatever feelings are coming up for you, that's fine. Just noticing them. For me, playing golf is right up there. Going to personal development events, definitely up there. Spending time with my mum, very, very much up there. If you want to leave some space to add to this list later, please do so. But question number 3. And this is an interesting one. And you can think from today or the last 24 hours, whichever works best for you. But when were you the happiest today and why? The why part's important. So you can answer this by writing, I was happiest today when I was happiest today when I. Maybe you did well at work. Maybe you got a compliment from someone. Maybe you went for a walk after work. You ate something that was tasty. And then add to that, this made me happy because. Again, just take a deep breath whenever you need to. Okay, amazing. We've got a good answer to that, everyone. Everyone keeping up? Yep. Beautiful. Awesome. Thanks, Luke. Now, number 4. Thanks, Charmaine. Thanks, Tracy. Number 4. What activity or situation tomorrow do you think will make you happy and why? So you can answer this by writing, I'm most likely to be happy tomorrow during, and you can write what that answer is, and then you can add because. I'm most likely to be happy tomorrow during because. Awesome. Have we got an answer to that one? Just give me a thumbs up when you're happy with your answer. Thanks, Tracy. Thanks, Luke. Thanks, Paul. Thanks, Charmaine. Chris, Mel, Titus. Excellent. And the last question that we're going to answer today, and I love this question because I don't know if we think about this very often. I think we know we want to be happy, but I don't think we always know why it's important. But number 5, why do you want to be happy? And you can answer this by writing, I want to be happy because. Why is it that you want to tap into that emotional state? Why do you want to feel that way more often? Maybe it's to do with work. Maybe it's to do with relationships. Maybe it's just so you enjoy your life more. But why do you want to be happy? Maybe it makes you a better partner, better parent, better boss, better business owner. Allow yourself to go deep with this. And if you need to, just take a deep breath. Be real with yourself. No right or wrong answer. Just write whatever comes. Excellent work, guys. Excellent work. Whatever came up for you, that is perfect. Now, I want you to just take a moment to just give yourself a pat on the back for coming along, doing those journaling prompts, doing that work. And while you're doing that, take a moment to just stretch out because you can put your pen down. We're going to jump into a guided visualization / meditation. So just taking a moment to do whatever you need to do to get yourself nice and comfortable. We will be in a seated position and still for about 10 minutes. And meditation is not as much fun when you're not comfortable. It's important. So just taking a moment to do whatever you need to do. If you need to shake around, whatever. And I want you to just take a moment. I'm going to play some meditation music through the speakers. I want you to just take a moment to arrive into a nice, comfortable position. Let your shoulders fall backwards and then let them fall into a nice, comfortable position. Sitting up nice and straight. Slowly allowing yourself to arrive into stillness. I want you to just take a deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. Another deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. And if you haven't already, just gently close your eyes. Just noticing how you feel being in this stillness. And as you're noticing that, just giving yourself permission to be here, be present, to give this your best shot with no expectation, no need to do or be anything, just being open to be guided. And we're going to start this session with some deep breaths where we breathe in all the way in through our nose, allowing our whole body to fill up, imagining that there's a hook on the top of your head that pulls you towards the ceiling. And then when you breathe out through your mouth, letting your whole body sink down and relax. We're going to do 6 really deep breaths together. And we'll take our first inhale through the nose in 3, 2, 1. Breathe in all the way in. Feel your body rising up with the breath. And breathing out all the way out. Just letting it all out nice and slow. Breathe in all the way in. Feel your body expand upwards. And breathe out all the way out. Let yourself relax. Breathe in all the way in. Deep breath. Allow yourself to smile a little bit. And a deep breath all the way out. A deep breath all the way in. And a deep breath out, all the way out. We'll do 2 more. Breathe in, all the way in, really deep breath. And let it out, all the way out. Breathe in, all the way in, your deepest breath yet. And breathe out, let it all the way out. Now, I want you to let your breathing return to normal. And in your mind, I want you to imagine you're in your room and you're looking at yourself. You can see yourself sitting there, meditating, with your eyes closed. And I want you to imagine that you're on a mission to go find and connect to happiness and bring it back to your body. Imagine that you can feel yourself slowly floating up. You can feel yourself moving through the ceiling. And you can see yourself now above your house. And you're looking down at the roof. You're looking down at the street. You're slowly just floating up even further. You're looking down at the town that you live in. You're looking down at the state that you live. You're just slowly moving up. You can see the colors of it. You can see the country. And with a little bit of a whoosh, you can feel yourself break through the atmosphere. And now you're floating above Earth, watching it spin below you. You can see greens, whites, blues, reds, browns, all the different colors. You slowly just watch Earth spin beneath you. Imagine that you're turning around and you're looking out into outer space, and you can just see so many thousands of stars just sprinkling the night sky. And you can see one star is burning really brightly, and it's slowly getting bigger and bigger. And as it gets closer and closer to you, you see that it's just this big, beautiful sphere of light. And you know, as it slowly is approaching you, that this sphere of light is pure happiness. And as it gets closer, you start to notice what color it is. Just take a moment to decide what color pure happiness is. And I want you to imagine that you can see this sphere of beautiful light floating in front of you, the color of pure happiness. And you want to feel this intense happiness. So you slowly start floating towards it. And as you get closer, you start to feel your body tingle. You can feel your mouth etching into a smile. And you take a deep breath in, all the way in through your nose, all the way out through your mouth as it gets closer and closer. And now you can feel your body slowly just touch this beautiful energy, and it just goes all the way through your body. You feel it as you slowly move inside the sphere. You feel this happiness just radiating all the way through your body. Take a deep breath into it. Deep breath out. And in this sphere, you're just seeing images of all the things that make you happy. You're hearing sounds of all the sounds that make you happy. And as you're doing this, you're just feeling happier and happier. It's just intensifying itself. And I want you to just spend a minute in this sphere, seeing, hearing, and feeling everything that connects you to happiness. And now take a really deep breath in. Breathe in that feeling of happiness. Feel it moving through your body. Take a deep breath out. And just turning up this feeling of happiness. Feel it just intensify in your body. Feel every cell of your being vibrating in harmony with it. See the color swirling all the way around you. Feel it moving into your body. And allow yourself to smile. Let the smile get bigger, even bigger. Take a deep breath into it. Deep breath out. And feel this energy of happiness just all around you. Hear laughter in your mind. See images of loved ones and beautiful memories. See future memories that haven't even happened yet, of accomplishments where you're going to feel even more happy. You're going to feel proud. Just take a deep breath into it. Deep breath out. And in your mind right now, as you're floating in this beautiful sphere, I want you to look at your body and just see how your body has flecks of this beautiful color of happiness all the way through it. And you can see in your heart right now, happiness is building. And take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. And you just notice how light, how happy, how at peace you feel right now. You can feel your body just feeling amazing. Take a deep breath in as you smile. Deep breath out. And in your mind, I want you to imagine that you're slowly starting to float out of this sphere of happiness. You can feel yourself moving out of it, and you can see it now in front of you, but the color of that happiness is all the way through your body. You can see it in your arms, your legs, your fingers. There's a beautiful smile on your face as you take this feeling of happiness with you. You say thank you to this beautiful sphere, and you see it just shoot off into the stars, and you feel so full, so good. You turn around and you look down at Earth spinning beneath you again, and you feel excited to go back down there, excited to go live your life, to bring this happiness back to yourself. And with a smile on your face, you take a deep breath out, and you slowly start moving back down towards Earth. You feel yourself break through the atmosphere. You can see yourself above the country you live in, moving down the state, the town that you live in, the street that you live on. You can see the roof of your house. You slowly just move down towards it, through the ceiling, and you can see and feel yourself land back in the room where you can see yourself sitting there, still meditating, still eyes closed. And you're so happy to see yourself because you have this beautiful gift of happiness all the way through your body. And I want you to imagine that you can see the version of you that's meditating turn around, look at you, smile, and say, I'm so happy that you're here with this new increased level of happiness to give me. And I want you to imagine you walk over to yourself, you reach down, and you hold both your own hands. And you can see yourself smiling, really happy. And you can see the happiness that's in your body that you've brought as this gift flowing through your hands into yourself. You can see yourself smiling, vibrating in a beautiful energy as this beautiful energy is transferred all the way into your body that's sitting there. And with a deep breath in through your nose, deep breath out, you feel yourself coming back into your own body. You're noticing this beautiful energy of happiness all the way through you that you now get to take and live in your own life. And take a deep breath into it with a smile on your face, a deep breath out, and another deep breath in, deep breath out. You say thanks to the version of you that's brought you this gift in the room as you see them smile, wave, and dissolve. And as you're sitting here, you know that you feel happier. And with another deep breath in through your nose, deep breath out, you decide to take this energy with you into the rest of your day or your night. And with another deep breath in and deep breath out, you slowly start to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, still feeling the smile on your face, maybe a bit of a laugh. as you start to move your body in any way that you want to, maybe swaying from side to side, rolling your shoulders. And with another deep breath in and a deep breath out, you can slowly open your eyes. Well done and welcome back. Well done, everyone. Just taking a moment to do anything that you need to do. If you need to write something down, just go ahead and do that. I want to thank you all for coming along, participating in this session. If anything came up for you that you want to talk about privately, please send me a message on Meetup. That is completely fine. And if connecting to this feeling of happiness is something you'd like to do more of, or you'd like to have some ideas of how to do it, please reach out and we can organize to either have a chat or I can send you some links to some things. Now, the way that these sessions work is I do end the recording part, but I open it up to you guys to share any takeaways, any questions. But before you leave today, when you do exit the session and you go back into Meetup, it'll ask you to review the session. So if you could give it an honest review, any feedback that you have, positive, or even something that you think could be improved, that would be greatly appreciated. The more people that rate it, the more people it gets shown to, and the more people that come along. We actually just hit our personal, my personal goal was to get 1,000 members, and we hit it last week. So we'll keep doing this as long as people keep showing up and enjoying them. But other than that, thanks for coming along. I hope that you enjoyed it. Any questions or anything, please feel free to reach out. Amazing.